Following the wrong financial advice for your income level is like wearing someone else's glasses. It's not just useless, but potentially dangerous. Think about it. Would you give a college grad living on ramen at 40K the same advice as someone making 125K? Of course not. Yet that's exactly what most of these financial experts recommend. Today, I'm breaking down the exact financial strategies for your income level. The 40K survival mode, the 75K momentum building phase, and the 125K plus wealth acceleration phase. No generic nonsense, just strategies that actually work for where you are right now. Let's get into it. Tier 1, the 40K income, aka survival mode. At 40K, your take home is about $2,700 a month. That's survival mode. One unexpected bill can set you up for a financial meltdown. This is the income where tracking every dollar actually matters. When your margin is thinner than gas station toilet paper, there's no room for mistakes. Here's what you need to focus on. Strategy 1. Build an emergency fund. At 40K, a $500 car repair isn't just inconvenient, it's potentially catastrophic. Without cash reserves, you're forced into debt cycles that can take years to escape. Build at least $2,000 in a separate high-yield savings account for true emergencies. Not vacations, not clothes, and definitely not the latest iPhone. Automate $100 per paycheck directly into this account. Think of it as a financial airbag. You hope you never need it, but you'll be really glad it's there if you do. Strategy 2. Hunt down money leaks. For 30 days, track every single expense like you're investigating a crime scene. You'll find money vanishing into forgotten subscriptions, $10 to $15 a month for services you haven't used since 2020. Convenience purchases. That $25 DoorDash could be a $5 home-cooked meal. Impulse buys that compound faster than your credit card interest. Create a simple budget with this hierarchy. 1. Necessities. Things that keep you alive and employed. 2. Emergency fund. Your financial oxygen mask. 3. High-interest debt payments. And 4. Everything else. At this income level, live with roommates, eat cheaply, and restrict your spending. It's like financial boot camp. It sucks while you're in it, but it makes you stronger. Strategy 3. Crush high-interest debt. If your credit card charges 20% interest, paying it off gives you a guaranteed 20% return. No investment can match that, not even that crypto coin your cousin won't stop talking about. The plan? List all debts with interest rates. Pay minimums on everything, and attack the highest interest debt with every single spare dollar. Once paid, roll that payment into the next highest interest rate debt. Repeat until debt-free. Don't try investing while paying 20+% interest on credit cards. That's like installing solar panels on a house that's on fire. Strategy 4. Invest in your income potential. At 40K, your best investment isn't stocks or crypto, it's you. I knew a secretary making 38K who spent $500 on a sales course. 6 months later, she got a new job at 80K. That's an 80K salary from a $500 investment, a 16,000% return. Even Bitcoin in its early days is jealous of that ROI. Focus on skills that can increase your income or change your career to something more lucrative. This one move is worth 50 years of extreme budgeting. Here's the key. At $40,000, you need to build a $2,000 emergency fund now. Track expenses and eliminate money leaks. Destroy high-interest debt with intensity. Invest in skills that boost your potential income. Master these, and you won't stay at $40,000 for long. Tier 2, the 75K income, building momentum. At 75K, your take-home jumps to around $4,600 per month. You're not just surviving, you're actually building momentum. Bills are covered, and you have breathing room. This is where wealth building begins. First, make sure your emergency fund aims for 3 to 6 months of expenses, and all high-interest debt is gone. Here's what you need to do next. Strategy 1. Max out tax advantage accounts. Your employer's 401k match is the closest thing to free money you'll ever find. If your company matches 5% on your 75K salary, that's $3,700 free every year. An instant 100% return. Not taking your match is like declining a raise. Who does that? Strategy 2. Automate your wealth building. Set your finances to run on autopilot. Direct deposit your paycheck. Automatic transfers move 15% to investments in low-cost index funds. Bills auto-paid on fixed dates. And what remains is yours to spend guilt-free. Think of automation like your financial designated driver. Most people's strategy is like driving with one foot on the gas, one on the brake, and both hands texting their ex. When investing happens automatically, your wealth grows silently in the background like the world's most rewarding background app. Strategy 3. Focus on big financial wins. At 75K, keep increasing your income. Now that you're comfortable, leverage your skills into different income streams. Take the example of the woman from earlier. She could use her sales position to climb the corporate ladder, or create content about sales skills, start consulting, and develop multiple income streams. Job hopping or increasing your income potential creates financial wins that permanently upgrade your wealth trajectory. It's like finding an escalator while everyone else takes the stairs. At 75K, you need to max out your employer's 401k match. Automate your finances to build wealth effortlessly. Focus on big financial wins and increasing your income. Master these strategies, and 6 figures is just around the corner. Tier 3. 125K plus income. Wealth building phase. At 125K plus, you're in the top 10% of earners with over $7,500 monthly take home. This is where serious wealth building happens. If you avoid the traps that keep high earnings broke, you're on a good path to success. Strategy 1. Ignore the Joneses. They're broke anyway. The number one wealth killer at 125K? The pressure to look successful. You've seen it. The colleague with the new BMW, the friend buying a McMansion, the neighbor with endless luxury vacations on Instagram. Here's what they don't post: their credit card statements, their 30-year mortgage, and non-existent retirement accounts. It's the equivalent of financial Instagram filters. At 125K, social pressures hits hard. People ask you, when are you moving to a better neighborhood? You still driving that old Toyota? You should join that country club now. Studies show that nearly 40% of Americans making 6 figures still live paycheck to paycheck. They have the income of the upper class, but the net worth of the middle class. Why? They're caught in the trap of looking wealthy instead of building wealth. It's like a Hollywood set. Impressive from the street, but just plywood behind the facade. Remember, living below your means isn't deprivation. It's choosing freedom over flash. Strategy 2. Increase your investment rate. At 125K plus, you should be able to invest at least 20% of your income. Anything less is leaving money on the table. But most people hit a certain investment percentage and stay there forever. The real wealth builders constantly increase their rate. Start at 20% of your gross income, and every 6 months, increase by 1%. With each raise or bonus, bump another 2 to 3%. This creates exponential growth. You're investing more dollars and a larger percentage. It's like your money is having babies, and those babies are having their own babies. Strategy 3. Design your ideal life. People want money not for higher account digits, but for the freedom it provides. Ask yourself, what do you want to do with your one wild and precious life? As you make more money, you can design your life rather than just survive it. You've leveled up from hard mode to custom mode. Ask yourself, what would my perfect regular day look like? What activities do I hate doing that I can outsource? What relationships deserve more of my time? Now, use your position to create that reality. You can trade money for time, hire a house cleaner, hire a meal prep service, a virtual assistant. You can delegate what drains you. You can continue building your wealth, but don't lose sight of the bigger picture. Your wealth should serve your life, not the other way around. At 125K plus, your biggest priorities are guarding against lifestyle inflation, regularly increasing your investment rate, designing your ideal life, not just your portfolio, as you continue to look for better and more lucrative ways to earn. Your financial strategy must evolve as your income grows. At 40K, you're in survival mode, building your emergency fund, eliminating debt, and developing your skills. At 75K, you're building momentum, maximizing retirement accounts, automating investments, and focusing on big wins. At 125K plus, you're in wealth building phase, fighting lifestyle inflation, increasing investments, and designing your ideal life. No matter where you are, remember, live below your means at every income level. Automate your finances. Robots never take days off. Focus on increasing income, not just cutting expenses. And invest in both your financial future and yourself. Your income today is just a starting point. With the right strategies, you can move up through these levels faster than you think. Which income level are you at? And which strategy will you implement first? Drop a comment below and let me know. If this helped, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more strategies that actually work, Now go take control of your finances, and I'll see you in the next one.